Being here, I just want to start off with this. This is something that was sent to me before the game, and it just is meaningful to me, so I'm going to share it with you because I think it's the right thing to do. And it's a verse. Greatness, power, glory, victory, and honor belong to you because everything in heaven and on earth belongs to you. The kingdom belongs to you, Lord. You are the head and the ruler over everything. So there's an amazing spirit on this team, and I just want to kind of give honor and glory where it's due. With that, the first ever AFC Championship game will be played in Baltimore since 1970, when John Sandusky, Jerry Sandusky's dad, was the offensive line coach here. So we're excited about that. And our fans are going to get a chance to cheer just as louder than they did in this game, and they were amazing. 6 false start penalties. I thought our fans were incredible, man. It was deafening out there. So credit to our fans, first of all. Coaches and players, I thought, did a great job. Second half adjustments were really strong. And Lamar just played out of his mind along with our defense. Everybody did. So proud of our guys. It's the first step. The next step is in front of us. We'll find out who we play after tomorrow, and we're looking forward to it.
John, at 10-10 in the halftime, what was the locker room like? What was said in the locker room at halftime to get the team reignited?
Yeah, the locker room was good. I think everybody's just kind of a little edgy. You know, we all a little edgy. I mean, I talked to him last night. Like, I don't even know how we feel. None of us know how we feel. We're excited for the opportunity, but we're edgy and we're mad. You know, we got a lot to prove, and I felt that was kind of the feeling in the locker room at the game. And everybody just kind of took a deep breath and said, "All right, you know, it's 0-0." Gave up a big punt return, and it's our game to go win. We got to go take it.
John, I know that a lot of guys have turned over since 2019, but over the last 2 weeks, how powerfully did that memory kind of linger for you or Lamar or motivate anybody that contribute to the edginess you were feeling?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's a good question. I just think for those who were here, I mean, it's not something you forget, but it wasn't really in the forefront of our minds. It's just a different team. It's a different opponent. But it's not something you want to experience again when you've been through it once before. So it's probably part of it.
John, what did you think of the defense? Dominant day again, only giving up 3 points.
The defense was just as good as it could be. And that's a good offense over there. That's a good quarterback. C.J. Stroud deserves a lot of credit. They're very well coached. Their offensive line is really good and tough. It's tough to get to the quarterback. Then he gets out and he starts running around and starts making plays downfield. But I thought our guys chased him. And I thought our plaster downfield, our coverage was just outstanding. And we covered as long as we needed to so many times. He still made some really good throws in there. So got a heck of a running back. I thought our defense was just as good as it could be.
John, you mentioned second half adjustments. What did you think you needed to change coming out of the locker room?
Yeah, we talked a little bit about just pass rush lanes. We talked a little bit about what defenses we were going to be in. Then offensively, we talked a little bit about completions, a little bit about a profit game, you know. Let's get the thing going, not try to push the ball downfield quite as much. I think that also helped open up the run game a little bit. So Lamar did a great job. A lot of that was his thinking as well. I mean, he was all over what he thought we needed to do in the second half. Collaborative effort for sure. Todd deserves a lot of credit. I thought he called a great game, especially in the second half. And Mike was, you know, he was on fire.
John, could you get a sense from that this was going to be the type of game they were going to get out of Lamar?
Yeah, I mean, I really did. We talked about it. I thought Lamar was going to play great, but he's played great all year, you know. And just now, it's more important than ever. He's been locked in from day one. That's his term, and we've all kind of ran with that. And I think he's directed this whole thing. But like he said, we got more work to do.
John, were you surprised how much they blitzed you guys?
No, not at all, because they had a little bit of success doing it the first game. They've picked their spots. They've been a good blitz team. We kind of expected it. We prepared for it. We worked on blitz stuff for 2 weeks. Lamar did a great job. The offensive line, everybody did a great job. I mean, we had our moments. We had to make a few adjustments in terms of how we were picking them up. They changed up a couple things for this game too, and we had to flip our protections a little bit.
So what were your adjustments in the second half, Jim, to the blitz?
No, I think we just did a better job of kind of getting the ball out on time. I think Todd called a different game. It wasn't so much hold the ball and try to push the ball downfield, which Lamar did a good job. But once Lamar was able to sit back there and just kind of pick them apart, getting the ball out quick, he just did a great job with that, and that took control of the game.
So that video just appeared of you doing another dance after. How many more you got left?
No, it wasn't me. It wasn't me. It was everybody. I mean, George Godsey started it off because he wanted, is it Night Train by the Gap Band? I don't know which song it was. The Train song by the Gap Band. I should know that song. It's my era. But George got us started, and we all got in there and danced. So I just want you to know it wasn't just me. Just for the
John,
record.
we saw Gus Edwards leave. Is he okay? And what do you think of Dalvin Cook?
I thought Dalvin Cook did. Gus is okay. I thought Dalvin was a spark. You know, he did a nice job to finish the thing off at the end when we needed to run the clock out.
Justice Hill. Right.
Justice had a great game. Justice, so many runs all throughout the game, and at the end, a couple hard runs. Yeah. I told Justice, I said, man, you're really, really talented, but your heart's even bigger.
John, you kind of touched on it in your opening statement, but how meaningful is it for you and this group to be the first in franchise history to host an AFC Championship?
It's meaningful, you know, and now we got to get to work and go win it. You know, that's really, that's the challenge.
Is it just kind of feel like that initial win just frees you guys up a little bit? You talk about that, back to that edginess, does that kind of give an albatross off you a little bit?
Our guys are going to stay edgy. Our guys are going to stay edgy. I don't know, whatever you want to call it, but they're determined and they're motivated, and it's going to be a great team coming in here next week, and we're going to have to play our best football, and I promise you that's all these guys are going to be thinking about.
John, what happened on the punt return touchdown from the Texans? What thing broke down?
Yeah, it wasn't, I know Jordan will probably tell you it wasn't the greatest punt he's ever had, and it was into the wind. It was really a tough punt, and the drop was tough. Got in his hands fast. We were skewed to the left more because we thought maybe we'd go left a little more, and thought they blocked it really well, and he's a great returner. I'm proud of the fact the rest of the game that we got it under wraps, but I give him a lot of credit. That's a very good special teams unit, and it was a great return by them.
John, why do you think your guys designed runs for Lamar? The boots, the draws were so effective, knowing that there's always going to be eyes on him.
Yeah, but you got to put eyes on the other guys too, because their offensive line blocks and the downhill runs were effective, and you got to put a lot of resources into stopping those runs. So I guess you give the offensive line and running backs credit for forcing all that attention inside, and Lamar is so good getting the ball back outside. All set? Thank you.
Thank you.